Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review for the movie Deadpool 2, and I really enjoyed this movie. I don't think it's better than the first one. I think the first one's a better movie, but I still think that this is a really good and really funny movie. I just think that the story could have been a little bit better and tighter, but the jokes that were done throughout, it's freaking amazing. So, we start off the movie with Wade doing his usual mercenary thing, being a badass and everything, but he gets to a point where he's trying to go after Target and they lock themselves in a panic room and he's unable to kill him. And he has called Vanessa and says that he's going to be a little bit late for their anniversary, but he gets back and they exchange gifts. He gives her a skee ball token from the arcade they had their first date at, and she gives him her birth control device, saying that she wants to start a family. And they're like, alright, let's go watch porn together. And they're watching a Barbra Streisand movie. And the thing throughout the whole thing is, Father, can you hear me? And Wade's preoccupation with that pretty much being the Frozen song. And that was pretty good. But what happens is, the guy that he failed to kill pretty much comes in and starts fucking up the place. Wade kills most of them, but the dude who he failed to kill shoots and kills Vanessa. And this really affects Wade a lot, and he's able to get at him and grab him and throw him in front of a vehicle to kill him, which is a pretty friggin' brutal way to do it. And he's not in a happy place. He gets to the old blind woman's place looking for his cocaine stash, and also it has the cure for blindness, which pretty much cocaine. And he puts that under his mask, does it, and then blows himself up. But of course, Colossus is able to come in, and he's still alive. Wade does have a vision of Vanessa, but is unable to reach her, and he's like, what do I do? It's like, your heart's not in the right place. So he gets back, he's in the X-Mansion, and he just starts trying to recuperate and everything, and he gets into frickin' Charles Xavier's wheelchair and puttering around and everything. He's like, where are the other X-Men at? And we do see the other X-Men, and Beast just kind of closes the door. It's like, yeah. Wade does accept Colossus' offer to be an X-Men, and they kind of go off on their first mission to subdue Russell, aka Fire Fist. He's kind of fucking shit up in front of an orphanage, and they're kind of going in. Deadpool's got like the X-Men shirt on and everything, and he's trying to talk him down, but throughout the course of talking to the kid, he finds out that he's being abused. And he shoots one of the people, and he's about to go on for the rest of them, but Colossus stops him, and him and Russell are carted off to the Icebox, this mutant prison. And that was pretty funny. We learned that Russell knows the terminology of the prison, like his prison wallet that he had hid a shank in his butt, which is pretty forward thinking. I mean, yeah, he was a problem child, but he was pretty friggin' ready to be thrown into prison. We then get this brought up to our other main focus of the movie, Cable. We see that someone has died and he's got the teddy bear, and we find out later that this is family. And he goes back in time to stop the killer. And I like the kind of Terminator stuff going on with it, but he's able to figure out where it's at and is heading towards the Icebox. And the main issue here is they've got collars on that negate their powers, and Wade's pretty much dying of cancer. His healing factor is stopping the cancer, so yeah, that's kind of a problem. And Russell's trying to be his friend. He's like, listen, dude, I'm dying of cancer here. I'm not really going to be able to help you. Okay? So, he's all trying to be the tough guy and try and knock out the biggest bitch, but Wade, of course, tells him to make friends with the biggest one, and of course, break the fourth wall, because we see this big dude hidden in the deepest bowels of the Icebox, being like, ooh, foreshadowing. So Cable's able to break in, and he's trying to get to Russell to kill him, and Wade's stopping him and all that. And we get a really great fight scene there. And he says to Cable that he doesn't care about Russell and that he's not his friend. And this kind of pisses off Russell, and he goes off eventually to make friends with the solitary confinement unit, who's a pretty big boy. So he's friends with him, and they're going to be transferred out and taken out of that place that's been compromised. We then get, as the battle between Cable and Deadpool kind of finishes, Wade has another near-death experience, and Vanessa tells him to take care of Russell. So he gets out. He has lost the token to Cable, and he decides to get together an X-Force to do this. And that's pretty cool, seeing everything all the people get together. Domino is great. She's just, they do a very good job with her. I don't really remark on the other ones because as they're getting, they get everybody together, and they're about to parachute out, and there's like high winds and everything, and Deadpool's like, doesn't matter, don't care about it, let's do this X-Force. And they jump out of the helicopter, and the high winds pretty much kills everybody on the X-Force except Deadpool and Domino. Because one of them gets thrown into a bus, that was Terry Crews. The other one gets thrown into a friggin' helicopter blade, one into a wood chipper, and he accidentally uses his powers on Pete and melts off his arm and kills him. He's like, oh god. So the only one who really makes it towards the convoy is Domino because of her luck-based abilities, and fucking Deadpool ragging on her. Like, your power set's made up, and that you're made by a dude who doesn't know how to draw feet. All of the stuff that was in here was great. All the digs at DC. Frickin' we even get a Thanos joke in here. Awesome. So, they get to the convoy, Deadpool riding a little moped, getting up on there, while Cable gets in there as well. Domino is able to hold up Cable long enough for Deadpool to get in there, but the vehicle crashes, and we see that the big person is Juggernaut, and they do Juggernaut justice in this one, man. He's as big as he should be, and as freaking awesome as he should be. The CGI works very well for him, and everybody's getting up, and Juggernaut just rips Deadpool in half, and it was just like, oh shit, kind of mirroring the Hulk doing that to Wolverine in the Ultimate Universe. Just like, shit. So, we get Deadpool recuperating with his baby legs and everything. Cable then comes to pretty much parlay with them and be like, alright, listen, I need your help. Because Juggernaut's a big kind of foe to take on. They gotta stop Russell from getting his first kill. Once he gets his first kill, that's when everything happens. Cable lays out his whole spiel about his family, and everybody agrees to it. And they go off to stop Russell from killing the headmaster, because that's the first pivotal kill to turn him. And we get a great fight scene between this kind of small X-Force and Juggernaut, and we get Colossus in because Deadpool tried to get him in, but he wasn't having it. We get Negasonic Teenage Warhead and Yukio, which I kind of like Yukio and Wade's relationship, because Yukio's just like, hi Wade, and Wade's just like, hi Yukio, and it's just stupid, but just kind of endearing, because Deadpool's the merc with the mouth. He's kind of this asshole kind of dude, but he's kind of people, and he's just kind of Yukio. They eventually come on the scene, and God, Colossus just starts. We get a lot of good character moments with like Colossus fighting dirty and beating the shit out of Juggernaut. I don't know if he's dead, but I say getting a powered up electric kind of cable up the ass and thrown into a pool will definitely impair you for the foreseeable future. Oh, and another great part that happened was when Deadpool was fighting him, he was doing the Hulk thing like, oh, sun's getting low now, kind of getting sleepy, not working whatsoever. So we get towards the end of it, we see Russell's about to try and flambe the headmaster, but Deadpool and Cable are able to stop him. And Deadpool does get charred by him, and we get his kind of gray suit, kind of similar to his X-Force suit, and he's trying to talk him down, but it's not really succeeding, so Cable is taking it upon himself to shoot him, but Wade throws himself in the way and saves Russell. And Russell then uses that as a turning point and Deadpool takes a long time to die because he had put on an inhibitor collar to show that he trusted Russell. And his drawn out death scene was funny as shit because it's so overtly long and overtly stupid, but it's just done well and done for that effect. I believe that in certain comedic things, there can be things that are done that are stupid and just outright kind of wrong, but if they're done and executed well, it's funny, and if the point is everybody knows it's stupid and wrong, it works even more. That's my kind of rationale for why Kung Pao Enter the Fist is an awesome one as well. So he then gets there, he's able to reunite with Vanessa, but she says that it's not really time now because we see that Cable's teddy bear has shifted, that Russell doesn't kill his family. And he's got charged for only one more trip. And he's moved by Deadpool, so he goes back not to his own time, but goes back a few minutes and puts the token into Wade's suit, so the token is what the bullet hits, and he's still alive. I was like, oh, okay. But he's like, you can't go back. I was like, that's alright. So, Cable's now here. And I'm like, oh, we get a lot. That's another good character development. Cable, Deadpool, accepting family. I liked how it was done. There were just some kind of spots that could have been better connected, but I really enjoyed it. So, they're going away, and the headmaster's like gloating kind of, and Dopinder just fucking runs him over with his taxi, and everybody's like, yeah, okay. We then get to the credits, which are just fucking awesome. Negasonic and Yukio have fixed the time jumper, and they give it to Wade. They have to do this. This is Deadpool, and you have time travel in here. You have to give Deadpool a time travel device, and he has to use it in the most Deadpoolish ways possible. First thing he does is he goes back and he saves Vanessa. Yeah, okay, now I don't know if all this is canon, but I don't really care. I just love seeing what happened. Because he went back, he saved Vanessa, he's like, oh yeah, our kid's totally gonna be a share. And then jumps again, and he's going through and doing all these other things. He saves Pete from the X-Force, and two other great things he does. He goes to X-Men Origins Wolverine and kills the Wade Wilson that was in there, that Deadpool. Fucking funny as shit. Now, sadly, we don't get Hugh Jackman's interactions with Deadpool yet. Because what he does next is he goes back and he shoots Ryan Reynolds when he's done reading the Green Lantern script. And I just love how they just fucking rag on Green Lantern in this, and just the whole DC kind of stuff, because it's just such a sore spot for Ryan Reynolds, and I don't hate DC. They deserved a better Green Lantern movie than that. And I know that they could make good movies if they just got in their own way. But it was just hilarious seeing Deadpool kill Ryan Reynolds. I'm like, that means Hugh Jackman is in this universe. If we don't get Wolverine, just give us Hugh Jackman. We saw Brad Pitt cameo as Vanisher in here for the X-Force. Just Hugh Jackman. They're just... him killing Ryan Reynolds over the Green Lantern thing, it was just icing on the cake. It was just funny as shit. I just love the meta humor throughout the whole movie. It's a really good movie. There could have been kind of better stuff with this script, just mainly in detail with Russell. I didn't hate his character. I just think that there was a lot of stuff thrown in here. Maybe the whole X-Force could have been pared down or done as its own movie to better integrate Russell into what was going on, and instead just have like Deadpool and Cable doing a thing. But that's not knocking that. I really enjoyed this movie and think that it's very smartly well done with all of its jokes and what it did, and I can't wait to see what they do with, I've heard them doing another X-Force movie, then either Deadpool 3 or skipping Deadpool 3 to do Deadpool 4. I really don't care. I love this franchise, and if Disney gets it, I want them to continue at Disney. Do it. Adults need movies too. Yes, and this is a good one. So, those are my opinions on the movie. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.